All right, let's dive into a forgotten crisis that literally changed American finance forever.
Picture this, a total banking collapse, and the US government is completely powerless to stop the bleeding. It started in October 1907. One single stock failure kicked off a massive domino effect of bank runs. You see, two greedy copper barons gambled their depositors' money, lost millions, and absolutely ignited widespread panic. The crazy part? Because of fractional reserves, banks only held $10 for every 100 deposited. These unregulated 1907 trust companies were essentially shadow banks. They operated with dangerously low cash reserves. When the massive Knickerbocker Trust faced a run, they bled $8 million before slamming their doors shut. That single suspension announcement, it sent shockwaves down Wall Street, sparking absolute chaos and mob violence. The contagion spread like wildfire nationwide. Factories closed, and everyday Americans literally lost their life savings. Get this, the Dow Jones plummeted by a staggering 50%. Absolute devastation across the financial markets. The real-world impact was just catastrophic. Production crashed, causing an economic contraction second only to the Great Depression. The U.S. Treasury injected $25 million, but it vanished in a single day. A drop in the bucket. America desperately needed a savior. Enter J.P. Morgan, a private banker, arguably more powerful than the government itself. At 70 years old, Morgan literally locked New York's top bankers inside his library to force a bailout. He essentially held them hostage, twisting arms to forge a $25 million private rescue pool for healthy banks. Once Morgan publicly guaranteed the system's stability, depositors finally took a breath, and the panic just instantly broke. But wow, this raised a terrifying question. Should an entire nation rely on one private billionaire's goodwill? Politicians quickly realized the system was way too fragile. America urgently needed a central lender of last resort. So, in 1910, the most powerful men in finance met secretly at the ultra-exclusive Jekyll Island Club. Get this, using duck hunting as a cover story, they drafted the blueprint for a new national banking system. Despite huge political pushback against centralized money, that highly confidential gathering laid the exact framework for the Federal Reserve. Fast forward to 1913, and the Federal Reserve Act is signed, born right out of the ashes of 1907. Over a century later, we still rely on the Fed. But as modern shadow banks evolve, are we truly prepared?